So you're feeling everyday stresses are hitting harder than they used to. So either extra glass of alcohol, the little sleep, the messy, you're reacting to it in a bigger way than you used to. This sounds like you and you're kind of in your late 30s, early 40s. It's probably due to your hormonal shifts which are going on. Perimenopause can make everything feel so much more like a struggle. So what's happening? In perimenopause, basically our stress system is, our resilience goes down. With all our fluctuating hormones and everything that's going on, our stress resilience used to be up here, but now it's down here, and it's the small little things that are just hitting it, which is making the mood, the irritability, the perimenopausal rage come through. So before we dive into what's actually happening and why it's happening, we have to look at the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. So if you think of it really quickly, we think of the sympathetic nervous system as our fight, flight, and just on system. We need that system to just go. But we also need the parasympathetic nervous system to rest and digest. And there's kind of like this yin and yang going on every single day of balancing it up. When we go through these perimenopausal shifts or these hormonal shifts, and even within our cycle, if you're not going into perimenopause, we can get these hormonal shifts, which makes our sympathetic nervous system just a little bit more turned on. And it's really hard for our parasympathetic system. It's kind of like switched off a little bit, or it's not around as much. And when that parasympathetic nervous system is not turned on, is out of balance, that's when we can feel really stressed out. Signs of a kind of a dysregulated nervous system include waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. This can be a big sign. It starts to happen quite early in perimenopause and can be one of the first signs that we're entering into perimenopause. We could also have this feeling of being that wired but tired. You're really tired, but as soon as you try to go to sleep, there's just no switching your brain off. Another one is just overreacting to the minor stresses. You might be caught in this thing where you're reacting and you're kind of thinking to yourself, why am I reacting this way? But it's just your body is going with it, your brain's going with it. Or it could be that you've got this lingering fatigue that doesn't seem to go away, or that anxiety, it's just like a background hum. It's just there and it's just becoming your new normal. So if you think about it, your nervous system as like a smoke detector, now it's supposed to go off when there's a threat, but in perimenopause, there's no threat, but it's like it's going off the whole time. Okay, that shit's happening. We can't do anything about it, but we can help increase our resilience by little things that we do every day. And this is what I call the stress toolkit. So as we enter into perimenopause, yes, diet can help, yes, exercise can help, yes, sleep can help, but we have to have a stress toolkit as well. It's really going to help you. So stress toolkit is going to help balance your cortisol levels. It's going to increase your parasympathetic tone. So we increase that parasympathetic rest and digest system. And it's just going to help support your hormonal health. Now, this doesn't have to be hard, because I know a lot of people will be like, oh, now she's going to tell me to meditate for freaking 2 hours a day. No, I'm not going to say that. Studies have shown that even 5 or 10 minutes of these exercises done consistently can really help out, not only with your mood and what's going on, but even the structure of your brain. I think that's totally amazing. But more than anything, it's a consistency that adds up, those small, consistent things that you do. So what is a stress reduction toolkit? Well, in my Instagram feed, I did 30 days of exercises, and you don't have to do them all. This is not about doing everything. It's about finding your 1 or 2 exercises that really resonate with you and help you, and then just in doing that consistently. You don't need to be doing everything, but just do something. The exercises which are presented in the Instagram feed are they're in kind of a little few buckets. The first one is the breathing exercises. So for an example, it's like the inhale, but then a longer exhale, or an inhale and then a sigh. The box breathing, the diaphragmatic breathing, any of those sort of breathing practices, amazing on your parasympathetic tone. And then we've also, of course, we've got the meditation practices. Now, this doesn't have to be hard. Even 5 minutes can be really good. If you're really tired, go do some non-sleep deep rest, or when you wake up in the morning, just come into yourself and do a body scan. Before you go to bed in the evening, do some guided meditation. Just do something. And the other area is vagus nerve stimulation. So we've got the vagus nerve that goes from our gut all the way to brain. It's like a two-way highway, and that's really linked to our nervous system, particularly our parasympathetic nervous system. So by stimulating this, we can kind of almost hack our brains to actually calm that nervous system. So there's a lot of techniques that we can do, from massage to gargling to humming to that voice activation. So just check out my Instagram, because there is a lot on there. So once you've got a couple of exercises, where do you start? Well, the first is that you want to make it consistent. So to make it consistent with habits, tag it onto another routine. So for example, brushing your teeth in the morning, you always do it. So just do something else. Do the massages, do the face in cold water. Again, it doesn't have to be this big thing that you go sit for 20 minutes. You can just do something really small and tag it onto something that you've already been doing to help you remember to do it. I also like the bedroom to increase that parasympathetic tone. And before you go to sleep, check in with your body, do some just non-sleep deep rest, some breathing, some belly breaths. It can be an amazing time to calm down. And it also puts you in a really good state to sleep. So it's kind of, you're ticking lots of boxes there. Managing stress is not doing everything perfectly. It's just doing one small thing consistently. So find your exercise, do that for 30 days and just see if that's increase your parasympathetic tone so you can be more calm and balanced. In the description below, you'll find a link to my Instagram. You'll either find it as we're doing the challenge, or if it's a retrospect thing, you might be having done the challenge. So just search through and you'll get a few exercises that may be helpful to you.